Hi there again. Uh, we're going to look at how to display products or product information for the other pages for the website. Now, if you look at this, in previous one we looked at just displaying in a simplest form, but now we're going to look at in adding some additional information in the middle as well. Okay, so this is the main category how we need to get it displayed, and we need to create separate CSS code so that we can control this layout. Okay, so let's quickly recap. We got the outer box, and I'm going to call it prod main 1 so that it doesn't get confused with the already, oh well, technically we can just use it at product main, so it's not going to get confused because before we call it main box. Okay, and then we're going to call this one prod picked. Then this inside box where the description is going to come in, we're going to call it product description, and the price and stock information, remember the reason why I'm doing it this way, to help you with the assignment. Okay, and we're going to call this product price. Okay, so first we need to create these boxes in our other pages. So we start off with, if you quickly have a look at our page before we created this, it looks okay, and we can add, if you want to add more, you just carry on adding them more. Okay, you can also put a hyperlink into this description where it opens up in that particular page. Better way you can organize this so that the image is nicely centered. At the moment the image is not nicely centered, there's a gap there, there's a gap there as well. Okay, so what we want to do in the part-time course is I want to have a nice long box where in there I'm going to have a picture on this side, a description element in here, and possibly price and stock information in there. That is for the assignment, but not for this one. Okay, in my case I'm going to say class size, so that makes sense better. Okay, but I don't want to have small boxes like this because you can't have more information. Again, it's down to you how you design. If you want to have this like this, you can, there's nothing stopping you, because you can always put a hyperlink so it opens up a different page with more description inside it. But I want to have a long one. Okay, so like this one. So if I minimize this and go to my code, and I need to start working with the first page, which is open at the moment, is part-time page. So I'm inside my part-time page. I go straight inside my section. Underneath my heading, this is my first box. So what am I going to call this box is based on my planning. So I put the Word document on the side so I can also see it as well. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly delete other boxes so it doesn't confuse me. Remember, delete everything inside the section, do not delete this section part. Okay, now the article, the outside one, is going to be called prod main, prod underscore main. The picture element is going to be called prod pick. And then next to it I've got prod description, okay, and then next to it I got another one. So I'm just going to copy this and paste it underneath the other article, and this one is called prod price. Okay, and delete this out because on the second one is got price. I copied that, enter down, Control V, and this one we can say uh, this one class size, and just say 20. Okay, and this one is going to be product name and info about the course. I quickly save it and just have a look at, if I just move this Word document out, put this back in my normal place, minimize this, press F5. Okay, so at the moment it's just coming up as a text. There's no boxes, no nothing. The reason because of that is because I've not created a CSS to control this product description, product pick, product main, product price. So I need to go to my layout and start working on those. So just going to create new information area here, and I'm just going to leave a note for myself that this is what is controlling. Okay, in CSS the comment tag starts with \* product display CSS +*. Okay, and technically we're going to work similar to these 3 elements or 4 elements. So I'm just going to copy this one first, paste it in here. The first box is called product main, the outer box. So I'm just going to put that name in there. So it's no longer called main box, it's product box, product main, and the width I want is going to be based on the size of the page, which is from the end to end. So I need to double check what the size of outer is and then work around it. So if I just going to quickly go and look at my wrapper, which is 1004 pixel, so I need to be smaller than 1000 pixel. Okay, and looking at the others are 1000, so it has to be inside 1000. So if I put this one down as 900, float left 1 pixel, 5 pixel margin outside, and padding 5 pixels. So if I save that, and if I put, there's a border already there, press F5, hey presto. Okay, make it bigger. Okay, can you see there's a gap there as well? So we can adjust this later. Okay, we can put margin left, margin right. So let's do that at the moment, unless I can increase the size as well. So instead of 900, 950 as well. So make it to 950. We got border 1 pixel, margin, I'm going to change that, margin dash left. Okay, that's the left side. Instead of 5 pixel, we go I'm going to put say 10, and I'm going to save that and have a look at it. So that's about the space. So I can still increase that size. Instead of 10, I'll say 15. Press F5, much better. So it kind of like evens out the boxes from outside. Okay, and then I can put the margin for the top and the bottom, so that when the next box comes, it's not touching. There's a gap between them as well. So if I put in there, copy that, paste it in there. Instead of margin left, I put margin bottom, and instead of 5, I'll just put 5 pixel, so that when the next one box comes in, altogether is going to be 10 pixel. Just quickly have a look at it. Remember, we can always change this later. And inside padding 5 pixel, make it roughly 10 as well. See what it looks like, because that's this inside space is too close to the line, so can adjust that as well. So just make it bigger, can you see that there's a margin space between these two lines, and this one is going slightly much better inside. Okay, now so that's the main product. So now I need to do is control the picture box, then the product description, then the price. So the product picture, so all I have to do, go back again into my layout CSS, and I'm just going to copy the main pic, paste it straight after that, and change that to, sure it was called prod pic. Prod, just quickly have a look at index. Where are we? Not index, part-time, and call it prod pict, not pic, pict. Okay, T, and save it. Bring the borders back in so we can see what's going on. Press F5. So it's allocating that much space for the picture. So technically we can use the same picture again, but if you look at bigger script, have you got enough space for the description? Okay, that's what you need to understand. So maybe make the picture slightly smaller. Instead of 290, make it 200. Control S, press F5. Okay, now I'm just going to copy this, paste it underneath it, and use product description. So if I just quickly double check it, part-time, it was called product description. I'm just going to copy that, much makes my life easier because of the spelling mistakes or something like that. Okay, and Control S that, press F5. So it's created a gap for product pic for 200, and I do the same thing for the price as well. So straight underneath it, I'll just copy that, Control C, Control V. Oops, didn't copy that. So if I copy that and paste it, and change the product description to whatever I called it, prod price, change that to price, Control S, press F5, and there you go. So we can control that, and move them across to adjust them properly. Okay, now need to work out if this is from here to here is roughly about 950. Then we go padding inside for 10 and 10. So again, it's mathematical. Okay, so you need to play with mathematics to control that. So 950, and it has already got padding inside 10. So how big do we want this? So the price and the class size of 20, I'm just going to reduce that to probably 150. Okay, so let's do little mathematics. I bring in the calculator to help me out. So I've got 950 is the bigger size. So 950, take away the 10 from here. Yep, padding 10 is 940. Okay, then depending on how much padding we need to do in here between the picture and the description is down to you, and the size of the price is 150, so I take away 150 as well. Take away 150, which leaves me that I should have a space of 790 in the middle. Okay, so if I just quickly minimize the calculator, change that to 750, Control S and press F5, make it bigger. So 750, my calculation was not correct because everything has come down, and just need to adjust it. What's controlling it? We forgot the borders, because there's border there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you just double check it, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we still need to take away those 6 pixels out. So if I do take away 6, gives me 784. So I'm just going to round it down to 780 so it fits in perfectly. Okay, so change this to 7. Hold on, something's gone wrong. Let's do it again. Something has gone wrong. Let's start again. Minimize that. Right, the total width is 950, so cancel that. 950. Take away the 10 padding, and you got padding on the other side, so need to take that 10 off as well. Oops. So it's 950, take away 10, take away 10, which gives 930, and then need to take away the size of the box of the picture, which is 200. So take away 200, which gives us 730, and then need to take away the size of the price, which is 150. So take away 150, which gives us 580, and then the border, so it's 1 2 3 4 5 and 6, so it comes to 580. Take away 6 gives us 574. I'm just going to put it 574, see what happens. 574. Hopefully it might go down or it might just be okay. So Control S, save, come down here, press F5, and there you go, perfect fix. So you can still adjust a little bit more because there's some gap there. Okay, so that's what my plan is. Again, similar to the Word document one. Okay, you just need to adjust the sizes, which can be done later once you start putting the pictures and product description and stuff like that in there. Okay, so remember this, we are in the part-time course. The best thing to do is for the description, put the padding on the left and right, and here again padding left and right, so it comes up nicely adjusted. So if I just come down here, more padding, Control C, Control V, Control V. So it's going to be padding dash left, padding dash right. Save that, press F5, and you'll see this will move roughly 10 pixels inside. You won't see the difference on this side because we haven't got any document which is written up to there. Okay, so if I press F5, okay, it's messed up because it's done the picture part, so I just need to take this out from the picture and put it inside the description part. Save it, come down here, press F5, there you go. Can you see the space there? And you can see there's also gap has been created there, and same thing we need to do for the price. So if I just come down here, press enter, Control V, and because the padding is increasing the box, this box is going to hopefully go down as well, so we need to then readjust the sizes again. Yep, because the 10 pixels has been added inside this part and the ending part there as well. So all I'm going to do is change this to 5 and see if it works out. No, still doesn't work out. Change 5 on this side, because if you do 5 here and 5 coming up from the price, we make it altogether 10. Okay, see how it works. Have I saved it? Saved, Control S, press F5. It's still not budging, so we need to compromise with the size. Can we make this box slightly smaller? So 150 to make it 130, see what happens. There you go. Okay, 130 is too small, but we can make it bigger and fit in nicely. Okay, so change that to 140. Yeah, much better. Okay, so now I need to do is start bringing the picture inside. So I go to the at the moment I'm just going to use the same picture, but what you need to do is inside your folder, okay, make a new folder for the particular part-time page and save the picture in there, so at least you know where the picture is coming from. Okay, because of the time constraint I'm just going to make a folder, but presume that image is inside there, and I'm just going to use the same image so you can see what's happening. So I'm just going to go in there, put the picture in there and save it, press F5. Now remember, now the picture is too big in there, okay, because if you remember, it's no longer the size we used before on the home page, which was 290. Now we are playing with only 200, so I have to save this picture in the right folder. So what I'm going to do is go to my picture manager, and adjust the sizes so the width is going to be less than 200. Okay, so edit the picture, resize. The width I want is less than 200. Just double check the code, which is 200, so I'm just going to make it the width to be 198. Okay, and it automatically going to adjust. Oops, don't need Control Z. 198. No, I want this one to be 198. Let's put the height. Height was already 183. Change it to, it should automatically do it, but that's why you should always use Photoshop. It will make it much easier, much simpler. So it's 198 and it was 193, so I'll just put it 140s. So now it's picking up one automatic, much better. Now I'm going to save this image inside the part-time folder. So I'm going to go File, Save As. I'm not going to save inside the home folder. I'm just going to go one step out to the image and just quickly rename this. I don't want that dash in the middle. So I'm going to put inside part-time car maintain, and it's the JPEG file. And I'm going to do the same thing to this one. So remember the height. So I'm just going to put this on one side. So the height is going to be I'm just going to resize this PC maintenance one, and the height is going to be the width is going to be 198 and the height is going to be 132. Press OK, done, and I'm going to save this inside the correct folder. Save as, go one back out inside the part-time and it's ICT maintain, save. Okay, minimize this, get the web design one up, and do the same thing. Edit picture, resize. The height is going to be 198, sorry, the width is going to be 198 and the height is going to be 132. And this picture already the height was smaller, so it's automatically adjusting to 122. That doesn't really matter. Okay, and again save this file, save as, onto the correct folder, part-time web design, save. Okay, minimize it, put it on one side, and then go back to the part-time course, and instead of home it's going to be called part time. So it's going to try to pick up the image from the images folder, where there's another folder called part time, and the image is called ICT maintain.jpg. Hopefully it should work perfectly. There we are, nicely fitted in. Yeah, and change the product name into introduction to PC maintenance. And if I save that, press F5, much better. Okay, now I just need to class size is fine. Now if this picture is bigger, now this box is automatically going to grow based on the information. So when the information grows, other stuff, the line is going to increase as well. So instead of H4, I'm just going to put paragraph tag, because we don't want it to be bold, just need paragraph, and just write, see if I can find something on the net so you can copy and paste. I'm just closing down the picture file, that's why it's making that noise. Okay, so if I open a browser and type in PC maintenance course, and hopefully it's going to pick up some information from somewhere. Nah. Contents, there you go, that will do. Control C that. Okay, this needs to go into paragraph, so this is your first paragraph. Control C, put it inside this paragraph. Control V. Now if you can see, it's just going across, so I'm just going to organize it so it's easier to see. Press it, enter, press enter, and paragraph, bring it down so you can see it much better. Press enter down, tab, tab, tab. So that's the first paragraph. So if you have a look at it, what it looks like, press F5, there you go. And then you can add the other bits underneath the way you want it to, and this one is much better already. Okay, let's see if we can add just one more little bit information in there. So this one is going to be the next part, is like a subheading. So this one will contain H. Remember, the smallest one is the biggest in the heading tags, and the biggest is smallest. So I'm going to put H5, I think. See what it looks like. Control V, close this down. H backslash H5, close the tag. And these are the bullet points. You guys can do your own bullet points and organize it. I'm just going to save it at the moment, see what it looks like. Press F5. Yeah, much better. Okay, so if I save this, cancel that. Okay, so the first course is done, and you can put a description to say what this is about. Okay, and now I'm just going to copy that and paste it underneath it to create the next one, which was the car maintenance one. So again, I'm just going to quickly copy that and paste it to the, just put a note here, car maintenance, and then replace this with the other one. So it's, the file was called, I need to go and see the file name. So it's images part-time So images part-time, and it's called car maintain. Oops. Car maintain.jpg. Control S that. Press F5. There you go. You go gap at the top and information coming up, and you go gap at the bottom as well. It could be better if we can increase the gap between. So let's look at the CSS. So the margin left, margin bottom, padding. So margin, there's only 5 pixels at the bottom, that's what is causing. So if you can put copy that, paste that, and change one of them to top. Save that, and hopefully that gap will increase now. So what he's doing is, when the picture starts, there's a 5 pixel. When the picture the box closes, there's a at the bottom there's 5 pixels on top, so you increase that size. Now just quickly take the borders off for the picture and the description and the price, and save it and see how it looks. Oh, nice, much better. Okay, what you can do is move the picture slightly down so it starts at the same size if you want. Same thing with this, you can move it down so that it starts in the same level, and again you use the CSS to do that. So picture, we can say padding dash top. I think we try with 10 pixels, see what it looks like first. 10 is too short. Change it to 15. 15 is too short, so it's 20, slightly better. So, and we do the same thing for the price. So the price we put in there, Control C, Control V, padding top 20 pixel, 5. Somehow that one is coming back because we're using that head there, so that one needs to change to probably 15. 10. 10 is too short, so possibly 5. No? 3. No? 2. Let's put 1. Much better. Just quickly have a look at it. Yep. So all of the picture starts, description, price, and what you can do is inside here, inside this box, we can put a little bit of padding so it lifts up even gap like that at the top as well. So if I just minimize that, so if we need padding bottom, so I'm just going to copy padding bottom. We already got padding bottom there, so I'm just going to copy that, paste it there. Instead of 5 I put 10, Control S that, and the idea is I need some better gaps so it likes even out. Yep, can you see that? And it automatically does on the bottom one as well, so you don't need to worry about that. Cool. And then all you do is go to the part-time. Again, simplicity is very easy. Just copy the point and then just paste it underneath the other article, the main article of the thing, and this one is going to be web design. And it's no longer PC maintenance, it is it's inside the index, is this web design one. So I'm just going to copy that so you don't have to keep on typing all this image title, everything like that. So I'm just going to go back to the part-time and car maintenance, web design, and just replace this one. Okay, it's no longer home, it's called part time, and it's no longer called web design 1, it's just web design because I changed the picture. It's called web design inside image inside part time folder, and this is the picture is going to come up. Okay, so saved, just maximize it, press F5, there you go. Okay, so the next thing we can do is play around with the border, because if you look at it, the blacks are too powering the outside element, so we're just going to use the same color as this color and then adopt it into this, and possibly instead of putting the line, I'm just going to put dotted so it looks much better. Okay, so let's look at the code, and we start with the index page and layout, and I need to get the outside lines first, the color code, and where are we, section, and that's the color code. Yep, so just copy that and go to the main box, instead of 000 paste it, Control S, and hopefully it should be the same color as the outside, which is okay. And just quickly see what it looks like using dotted. So I'm just changing instead of solid into dotted, press F5, much better. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing for the part-time. So the black is overpowering, and that will be replaced by the dotted color line. So I'm just going to copy this, Control C, I'm just going to go to the product main, the border solid, which is that one, and I'm just going to replace that with the other code. Control C, Control V, Control S to save, press F5, there you go. So it's slightly subtle, we know this is the outside border, we know this is additional information inside that. Okay, now what do you need to do? Same thing what you've done here, you need to do the same thing for the full time. Remember, for the assignment you need the description, product information, the price of the product, and quantity available. Okay, once you do this, that should be allow you to compromise what you need to do. Okay, and the full time, to save me time, I'm just going to take the price out, because in full time you don't get the price, do you? Okay, unless you are external student. So it's going to be image, the description of the course, and technically you don't need that information at all. Okay, so all I'm going to do is go to my Notepad++, which is going to use the same CSS as part-time. I'm just going to copy out the articles and copy that, go to my full-time, and what I'm going to do is remove the old boxes which we created, which you don't need, and paste the new one in and save it. And now if I press F5, if I go to full-time page, the part-time, the full-time page exactly look the same. The only thing I need to do now here is, in full-time is not going to be the same as the part-time courses, and also with the part-time you can put additional information as how long is the course for and things like that, and same thing you can do full-time. I'm just going to take this, basically going to take this box out from the full-time and extend this description all the way up to the end. Okay, so I'll go to the Notepad++ and basically make sure I'm in the right page. I take this article out, press delete. Basically this is the product price one, we're just taking it out. Okay, Control S, press F5, there you go, done. In fact, I don't even need to extend this. If you need to be professional, you would extend it out, but in this case it still looks okay, I'm not worried. Okay, so there you go. That's how you can add information using CSS, using the images, using the outside box, inner box to display the product information. Thank you.